Now students, see page number 35. I am reading intensive subsistence farming. This is a second type of subsistence farming. And there are two types of farming: subsistence farming and commercial farming. So subsistence farming divided into two types: primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. So try to understand. Intensive means highly pressurized, intensive. Subsistence farming means what? Try to understand. This type of farming is practiced in areas of high population pressure on land. So intensive subsistence farming, which is practice, which is done in the areas where there is a high population, more people, and high population pressures. We can see the pressure of population where on land is limited, and as compare the land, the population, more population, the strength of people maximum as compare the land is limited. So in these areas, in that condition, intensive subsistence farming which is done in ancient time also. It is labor intensive farming. Means labor intensive means it requires more labors, where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher production. So number of people are there, they are dependent on farming, on production, for farm productions. So to increase higher production, to get more foods, so the farmers, intensive subsistence farming, in this method farmers now they use high doses of biochemical inputs to increase production. And irrigation also. Now water facilities, artificial water facilities to supply the water to the fields. Only one for all these are used. Why? Only one for one purpose: to obtain higher production. Can you name some of the states of India where such farming is practiced? Now, though the right of inheritance leading to the division of land among successive generations render means passed down, land holding size uneconomical. So why intensive subsistence farming is done, is practiced? Because of the result of the right of inheritance after the death of father. Now if there are four sons, so father's field which is divided into four sons. So because of the division of land among successive, among successive means in the next among four sons after the death of father, so land has render means the size of the land reduced because of the we can say the division of land among brothers, we can say the who were the next generations. And it became uneconomical also because of the holding small size. So farmers they cannot produce more and more crops. The farmers continue to take a maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative source of livelihood. So they don't have the another options, so they try to use, means farmers they try to use we can say the fertilizers, chemical, as well as the irrigation facility to obtain higher and higher production, more productions. Thus there is an enormous pressure on agricultural land. So we can see here the family members are more, but as compared the family members, so they have very little land. So we can see the pressure on agricultural land. So this is the one type of the subsistence farming: intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming. There are two types of farming. Now in next clip we will read commercial farming.